What is going down, Niner Empire? Welcome back to another video. In this video, it's going to be a preview of the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals tonight, Thursday Night Football in Arizona, in what's probably going to be a lopsided factor, as in what I would say. That's not me being cocky, it's just me knowing how much better San Francisco is as a football team than Arizona is. So, really, for both teams, let's start with ups for the San Francisco 49ers. My Niners. So, the defensive line's filthy. It's the best in the league. Our defense is number 2 statistically ranked in the league. To me, they're number 1. I think they're a little bit more... The Niners have a better defensive line. I feel like their front 7 is just better than New England's is. I feel like it's just a coaching scheme, and Bill Belichick in that case is the genius, obviously, and that's why he's statistically ranked number 1. But to me, Niners defense is number 1. But either way, number 2 defense in the league. Run game is phenomenal. There's nothing else to really say about the run game other than that it is phenomenal. So, I mean, we were averaging through like the first month of the NFL season, we were averaging 200 yards on the ground, is what we were averaging. And now it's been at like 150 to 115. It hasn't dipped below 100. It hasn't dipped below 3 digits a game when it comes to rushing for the 49ers. So an absolute stud rush, like a stud of a rush game. And I mean, the 49ers are a complete football team. There's no really weakness to any of their football team. It's just a lot of people wondering if Garoppolo can be that clutch quarterback and be worth that $137.5 million when he is clutch. That's what everybody's trying to see, because at this point they're just trying to make excuses as to why Garoppolo isn't the real deal yet. He is. He's 7-0. I mean, his stats haven't been the best, considering that there's been probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5, if I'm... probably like 4... There's probably been 4 interceptions on his behalf that he's thrown this season that have not been his fault. And people are going to continue to bash him. It's just because of his stat. But if you actually watch the games, you actually can see that Garoppolo is worth this $137.5 million. He's 7-0. Just saying. But anyways, so the Niners have a complete football team. Let's go to the Arizona side, though. They got Kyler Murray. I really like Kyler Murray. He's a scrambler. He can throw darts. He's a great quarterback for a great young Arizona team. They have veterans here and there, but overall, the offense is starting to look like more of a younger offense. And with Cliff Kingsbury, I mean, that's kind of what you get. So anyways, for the Arizona Cardinals, they have a great quarterback. He can escape pressure, but I do want to say something right now. He has not played a defensive line like the 49ers have. That's simple. There's nothing else you can say but that. He hasn't played a defensive line. Like, nobody that has played the 49ers has played a defensive line like we have. I mean, that is 100%. That's a fact. Because Nick Bosa gets to you, D Ford gets to you, Buckner's going to create disruption, and he's going to get to you as well. Armstead's been outstanding. DJ Jones, Ronald Blair, Solomon Thomas has been all right. Obviously, he's kind of been a bust so far. He hasn't really lived up to his hype whatsoever. But Bosa, we've got a really stout defensive line. But Kyler Murray hasn't been able to play a defensive line like us, so I don't think there's going to be that much escaping from this 49ers front. We're a really fast defense. Really, when you're titled a fast defense, it's really based off of who are your linebackers more coverage like, or are they more like get to the ball specialists? Like, are you? It's really based off of your linebackers. If you're like a fast defense, if you're a more covered defense. We're a more fast defense. Quan Alexander, Fred Warner have outstanding speed. They can guard the pass easily. Quan Alexander has a few picks on the season because of him, guarding tight ends on post routes and whatnot. But Fred Warner will get to you. He's going to strip the ball from you. That's who Fred Warner is. He's an absolute animal. Fred Warner is one of my favorite players on this football team. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be really hard. Like, we are a very fast defense, and like I said, I just don't think there's going to be much escaping for Kyler Murray in this game. As far as the offense goes for the Arizona Cardinals, there's not really much to say. They just acquired Kenyon Drake in a trade from the Dolphins. They acquired a him and gave up a 6th-round pick for him. So they do have Kenyon Drake because David Johnson is out, which has been a big piece of their offense success this season. David Johnson is out and is, I think, expected to be out for the remainder of the season with an injury, hence to why they acquired Kenyon Drake via trade. So Kenyon Drake's going to be the running back for tonight, I believe, and there's going to be a few more others, backups getting some carries as well. So their offense is not going to be as good as it's been because of David Johnson being out. But for the Niners, McGlinchey's out, Juszczyk's out, Ahkello Witherspoon's out, and Joe Staley's out. And I believe that's the only inactives as of now. But those are key pieces. Those are 4 starters. Ahkello Witherspoon's a starting corner. McGlinchey's starting right tackle. Staley's starting left tackle. Juszczyk starting fullback. Juszczyk's a big help to our passing game and our running game. Like, his blocking is insane. He's the best fullback in football. And he's been a big help to why our run game was so damn good within the first month or two of the football season. But now it's just like scheme wise, Shanahan's a wizard at the run game. But so as far as that goes, I'm pretty sure that's the only inactives for the 49ers. I don't really know who's all playing. I just know David Johnson will not play tonight, which is obviously big hurt to that Cardinals offense. He's been, like I said, he's been a part of why they have been so successful offensively this season. But anyways, so score prediction wise, this is the thing. I think this is going to be a lopsided game, a lopsided affair. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna say 31-13 49ers win. The Cardinals' offensive line is one of the worst in the football. I believe it's in the bottom. It's like in the top 5 bottom, or it's in the bottom 5 in the league. Their offensive line is in pass blocking, just overall, based overall. The 49ers have the best defensive line in football. There's no way this Cardinal offense scores over. I would go as far as to say 10 points. I'm going to give him 13 points here. I would be very shocked if the Cardinals score over 13 points. The Cardinals' offensive line is terrible. Their defense is not that good. Their secondary is pretty banged up. Their pass rush isn't terrible with Chandler Jones and Terrell Suggs, but overall they have a bad secondary. Patrick Peterson's really good, but basing it overall, they have a bad secondary. So we're probably going to see Patrick Peterson, Emmanuel Sanders. Deebo Samuel's active this game, I believe. Yeah, he's not on the inactive. So they have a banged up secondary. They're all 31-13 Niners win. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna lock that. I think that should be a lock. I think it should be on the analysts, on NFL analyst picks and shows and whatnot. That should be a lock of the week. 49ers over the Arizona Cardinals. I get we haven't played them, or we haven't beat them in over 8 games, I think it was, or it was since 2014. I get that, but this is a very different San Francisco 49ers team than it was last year. That's how quick this 49ers team changed. Within last year, this team is completely different and has changed dramatically and in a very good way. This is a completely different San Francisco team. This is a very different Arizona football team, and they have one of the worst offensive lines in football. On top of that, their secondary is not that very good. It's going to be a rout. But Arizona is a young team. I think they're going to start coming along. They're not that bad of a football team. They're better than they were last year because of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a great quarterback, but there's no way he's going to be able to do much against this Niners team this game. 31-13, 49ers win at Arizona on Halloween and move on to 8-0 going in to Seattle for Monday Night Football. next week. I cannot wait for that game. That's going to be a hell of a game. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments down below. Like I said, 31-13 49ers win is my prediction. And with that being said, it's Niner JTV. As always, go Niners. I'll be back later on tonight with a post-game video after the game. Or that might, it's either going to come tonight or probably tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. But Niners win. And here's another prediction. I think Garoppolo throws 3 touchdowns, and I think we have 2 rushing touchdowns. No, I don't know. I think Garoppolo has 3 touchdowns, though, and I think that Nick Bosa has anywhere from 2.5 to 3 sacks. Those are bold predictions for Thursday Night Football tonight. With that being said, to all my subscribers, happy Halloween. Stay safe tonight, and as always, Niners, game day. Niners take it tonight, 31-13. Those are my predictions. Go Niners.